Hello, you're listening to a new episode of Moral Ambiguity Blood Money. In the hopes of gaining more knowledge on Barovia and Ravenloft as a whole, last episode you guys all went to the Font of Knowledge, a temple to the god of knowledge, Ogma, and the city's largest public library. As well as slept and prepared for the journey, Varroth communicated with the Raven Queen, asking how exactly he's supposed to kill Strahd. She says the best bet is to give him a strand of hope and then destroy his heart. At the Font of Knowledge, you split into two groups. Jack and Sonia were looking for legends and myths, specifically things that contradict ways of leaving Barovia and other vampires or ancient beings to cross-reference and see if anything correlates to Strahd. Ilphelodel and Varroth were looking for strictly non-fiction accounts, such as things relating to realms like Barovia, how it was created, and how it was separated from the rest of the Shadowfell. Jack found a book called Vampires of the Material Plane and learned of the vampire Artor Morlin, who's said to dwell in Waterdeep, though he hasn't been seen in over a century. Sonia eventually left to go investigate where his former dwelling was, the Gost family villa, but saw that it was newly developed land and the crypt has been replaced with a section of the Waterdeep sewer system. And that was a whole thing in and of itself. Ilphelodel found a bunch of books about the Shadowfell and locations within, but nothing specific about Ravenloft or Barovia. Sonia found a book that read very much like the story of Strahd, titled Corrupted in Nature. After some time, Ilphelodel did find several books written and published by Rudolf van Richten, specifically the Monster Hunter's Handbook, his Guide to Werebeasts, his Guide to the Ancient Dead, and his Guide to the Vistani. Through the Guide of the Vistani, Van Richten posits that the Vistani either hold some innate ability to travel the mists, use Taroka readings, or employ the use of items called mist talismans. Neither Casimir nor Arabelle have ever heard of them. And then you returned to Trill Skull Manor for a night's rest. In the morning, Jack bought Ilphelodel a scroll of sending so he can scribe it into his spellbook. Ilphelodel made coffee and eggs. Sonia does some morning calisthenics after eating breakfast, and Varroth prepared cleric spells for the day. As you were all enjoying your breakfast, a fireball detonated right outside your front door to the manor, causing chaos in the streets of people yelling and charred bodies flying in every direction. And that's where we will pick up today.
Okay. Oh, right, the fireball. I'd forgotten about that.
Yeah, the fireball.
All right.
Yeah, because I remember I said I was running right out the door as we went out.
Yes, I remember that. So, yeah, I guess I'll peek out a window?
Yeah, since I'm running out the door, what do I see?
There are several people running in every which direction, screaming. And in the middle of the road, you see 3 dead bodies that have just been burnt to absolute cinders.
All right, do I see any survivors?
There are several people who have were just grazed by the fireball.
But not like anybody in need of immediate healing?
Yeah, there are a couple of passersby that got caught in the explosion. You see an elderly female human who appeared to just have been out on a walk.
I'm gonna run outside and check the bodies. Anyone that looks familiar?
You can... Actually, I'm not gonna make you roll for this. But, you see that... Actually, roll a perception check.
Sure. I'm good at that one.
So I'm going to do a medicine check to stabilize the old lady.
Okay.
14.
Yeah, you're able
roll?
to help her out.
Okay.
Can you not just roll checks directly from... That's weird.
From what?
From D&D Beyond from the actual skill.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
I
can.
know I can, but I like using my dice.
Yeah, you have to click
No,
on.
I'm talking about myself. It won't let me do it.
Oh,
You have to click on the actual score and not the modifier.
The score? Okay. I'm doing that. It's not working. Weird. I don't know. That's alright. I'll roll it. Okay. I may not roll it. What the hell is going on with this website tonight? My dice aren't showing up where they normally would. And I can't roll anything. What the hell?
Did you turn off the dice rolling?
No. I can't roll initiative either. I wouldn't even know how to do that. What the fuck? I'm just gonna roll I'm just gonna do dice roller. Give me a second. Weird.
it's gonna be a technical issues night, I can tell.
Apparently.
I guess.
Oh, that's
so.
an 18 on the dice, so that's gonna be 18 plus 11, so 29.
Oh yeah. You see, out of two of the dead humans lying in the middle of the road, you see one has a black winged snake tattooed on his right forearm.
Hmm.
And you see that the third body, a gnome, has dry waste on his boots and cloak, and kind of smells like sewage.
Oh. Okay. It was the flying wings. That's the
Zentarum.
Zentarum, right? Zentarum.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Any identifying papers, anything like that?
No paper or anything like that, no.
Why would two Zentarums be burned in the street here? Oh, there's my dice roller. Okay, it's back.
And why is there a gnome that looks like he's been trudging through sewage?
Can I get a bead on a direction that attack might have come from? Based on how they fell?
You can ask some of the nearby eyewitnesses.
Sure. I'll wander up and just say, "Hey, where did you see who cast that spell? What happened?"
All right. The first eyewitness that you actually come across is a 12-year-old boy.
Oh.
You see him hiding behind a rain barrel. And he says, right after the explosion, I ducked behind this barrel, and then I heard a plop and found this. And
What
he
is
holds
this?
up a necklace with 2 orange beads on it.
Oh.
I will keep it. I think I know what that is.
So do I. I think I got an idea.
I'll flash the kid a silver piece for his trouble.
Yeah, I was gonna make you roll a persuasion check, but as soon as you show him the silver piece, he's like, "Oh yeah."
Interesting. Do you know who had this? Did you see anyone that had this?
No, I didn't see anything.
Okay. Is it a necklace of fireballs? Am I to assume?
If you want to assume that, you can.
I mean, I'll take it inside and show to Ilphelodel, but I want to ask anyone else around and see if anyone else saw anyone running away, anyone that seems suspicious.
Yeah, after I get done stabilizing the old woman, I'm gonna join Jack. Try and figure out what's going on.
Okay. There's a wealthy-looking noblewoman nearby.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to talk to her.
Sure.
And what exactly do you ask?
Kind woman, pray tell, did you see who might have been anyone suspicious around here? Anyone who might have perpetrated... Blah, I can't speak tonight. Who might have perpetrated this crime?
I tell you, it didn't look like a man. It looked more like a puppet. A puppet without strings.
Oh, no.
It was on the rooftop, and it hurled something into the crowd that caused the explosion.
Excuse me?
Which rooftop?
She points to somewhere nearby.
Okay, thank you.
Oh.
And I'm going to walk around the corner. First, I'm going to give the necklace
Hold
to
on,
Varroth.
before you go, I'm gonna describe pity to her Did he look like that?
She says, no, more man-sized, not child-sized.
What?
Oh.
Fuck.
Gotcha. See?
Pity's been on the,
I was
Pity's been on the
thinking!
protein.
I was thinking!
Pity's been on the protein. Hey, you want to come with me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I pull Varroth around the corner. I'll hand him the necklace. I'll grab him, and I'm gonna cast Dimension Door to get us up on that roof.
Okay.
All
no
right.
one's looking.
When you guys are up on the rooftop, you actually see the city watches closing in on Troll Skull Alley.
Okay.
You see around the entrance to each entrance of the alley, there's 3 of them. You see 6 guards at each entrance to the alley being posted up.
I'm gonna make an investigation check on the area to see if I can notice anything where anybody might have run or done or stashed anything.
Is this we're pre-prepared for this, or they're reacting to it now?
They're reacting to it now.
Okay, so this wasn't premeditated.
Right.
25.
Okay.
25, you see a discarded copper gear.
I'm gonna pick that up.
Does that seem familiar at all to you, Varroth? I say out loud.
I don't think so. I don't think we've ran into anything looks like this.
Does this seem familiar at all to us? I say to myself, to the DM.
No.
Okay. I'm gonna use detect magic on it.
Not magical.
Is there any identifying marks on it or anything? Like a maker's mark or anything like that?
On the one gear?
They usually still have a maker's mark.
Let me do a quick Google.
Google?
The Great Google.
I mean, if it was a mechanical man, maybe he had some footsteps, some footprints somewhere. Maybe I can see if I can find where he went.
Yeah, there's no boot prints.
Nope.
Varroth, you see, kind of stamped into the face of the gear, a toothed cog with 4 spokes. If you want to make a religion check.
Give me just a sec. I'm writing that down.
Cog.
Toothed cog, 4 spokes.
When you say a tooth cog, you mean just like a cog, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you said a religion check?
Yep.
I don't know if it was like a cog with a mouth or something.
18.
18. You recognize this as the symbol of Gond, the god of crafting and smithing.
Well, that would make sense if it's a mechanical man. So it looks like maybe we should head to the closed...
Is he a human god or a dwarven god?
I think he's the gnomish.
Is he gnomish?
DM?
It just says Farunian.
Gotcha. Alright, I guess we go to the Temple of Gon and ask them some questions.
Yeah?
Why?
I suppose we can. They might know what kind of automaton this component came out of.
Yeah, but I mean, give it to the cops. Because that's their job to do it. I'm asking, why are we doing this?
Because it happened out in front of our
Last
house.
I
which
knew,
means
That's-
maybe-
hold on.
That's That's not how that works.
Hold on. Last I knew, Sonia wasn't on the rooftop.
Well, I was actually going to bring it down and we could talk about it in the house, actually, so. If you want to hop inside, we can do that.
Alright.
Yeah, I'll let you guys do that.
So yeah, I explain, here's what we found.
Yeah, so give it to the cops and have them deal with it, because that's their job.
Well, it happened outside of our house.
That doesn't mean anything if there's,
we don't know if the
we've
cops might be involved.
That's why would
Do
you
I
think
look
that?
like a person who trusts the cops?
No.
Do I
but
look like a person that trusts the cops?
No, but why I don't like
Because I don't trust the cops to get anything done.
A crime was committed. It happened outside our house, yes, but it wasn't. I don't see any reason to believe it was aimed at us. It seemed to just so happen to happen outside of our house. And I'm
Really?
wondering why
Hold on.
we are.
Hold on. And it just so happened to involve the mercenary band we just got done tussling with in the pyramid?
You mean the mercenary band? That's like the mafia for the city. That's not as much as a coincidence as it is an inevitability.
It's
Also, I'm not really certain
the
that people
Zentarum
get
are not
blown
the
up with a
mafia for
fireball
Waterdeep.
in the middle of the street.
Yeah.
They used a fireball. If they wanted to, they could have just walked up to him and stabbed him and walked off. This was a message.
Yeah,
They
but
used an explosive.
Yes, but I don't feel like that message was. I'm not seeing the connective tissue. If you guys are seeing something, I'm not. I'm just not seeing the connective tissue that makes me think this is aimed at us. This is something we have to stick our necks out for.
When you open the door, you see coming through the red-haired figure of Renaer Neverember stumbling through. And he just
Hello.
goes, What was that about?
We were actually hoping that someone else could explain because we were just hanging out and suddenly an explosion happened in front of our front door. Revere, you've been here for quite a while. How often does explosions happen outside of the front doors of establishments?
Never.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It's a message for us.
And he just sort of nods his head. He's like, I think it was.
So it seems we're involved somehow. Who would be sending us a message? Who did we? Well, okay. Who haven't we pissed off?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna take a seat right over here. And Rainier walks over to one of the chairs, pulls it out, and just sits down. He says,
Casimir,
As
pour
soon
him a
as I
beer.
heard the explosion, I knew I had to run as fast as I could, at least before the watch got here.
Okay.
Because I know the watch isn't gonna like us meddling in this, but we are involved. Do you guys know of Dalakar?
Does that ring a bell?
It does.
Yeah, that's the one that got the stone ahead of us in the.
Yeah, you're right.
Would he by chance be lying out in the street in front of our house?
Yeah.
Rainier nods his head.
Oh. And I'm assuming I didn't find a stone on him anywhere.
You did not.
Well, that great, awesome.
Who is that?
If you remember when we were in the pyramid, the guy that was the Harper that was ahead of us that stole the
Yep.
stone we were looking for before we got there.
Oh, that.
He is now dead in front of our house, sans the stone, and I'm really
Yep,
starting
that'll
to
do
wonder what's going on with the Harpers now.
What was he out there for?
So
That's a good question.
he takes a drink.
Ilphelodel,
And he
can you
says-
speak with the dead?
You would think that a necromancer could, but it is not on the wizard spell list.
Is it really not? What
It's
the fuck?
it's not. You've asked this. We've asked him to do this.
Yeah, and I
Like
don't
5
Yeah.
times,
Guess what?
and he keeps.
Guess what?
Yeah.
I wish that I could, but I cannot
Guess what?
because wizards hates necromancers.
I can't.
Yep,
Right.
it is a
yep.
cleric spell.
Yeah, for some fucking reason, it's a cleric spell. Whatever.
Well, it makes sense to be a cleric spell, but for some reason it's also a bard spell.
I think they got the bard and the necromancer class spell lists mixed up.
Okay,
I mean, I'm fine with both of them having it, but wizards should have it too if you're going to have a
For
necromancer
real,
class.
for real.
Uh-huh.
Or at least like an expanded spell list. Jeremy Crawford, if you're listening.
Yeah, do it.
okay,
it up,
no,
Jeremy.
I can't even give the justification I was going to give for bards because it has to be within the last 10 days. Because I could see the justification for bards being going through like tombs, talking to old corpses to learn old
gathering
stories. But yeah, no, it has to be within the last 10
Yeah.
days, so that doesn't even make sense.
Anyway,
Let me tell you the tale of last Tuesday. I had a big shit and it was good.
Okay,
And then you sing a song about that.
crap. I'm gonna look out the windows real quick. What are the guards doing? Okay.
Varroth, when you look outside the window, you actually see a City Watch sergeant, and next to him is an older man wearing the symbol of the Watchful Order of Magists and Protectors. And about 20 constables moving about, questioning people.
Jesus.
Should I go out there dressed like a constable?
No.
See if I can get some information from them? I mean, I could try.
Are you feeling lucky, punk?
Always.
I wanted to ask Ilfel. I can't remember when you summon. I know when you make someone a skeleton, they aren't able to talk. But I can't remember. Is that the same when you just like bring someone back as like a zombie or ghoul or whatever the equivalent is?
I don't believe they can speak. They can understand languages, but my undead can't speak.
Do I still have that badge? That guard badge? I think I do.
You should. I don't believe you've done anything with it.
Have I ever seen a Dragonborn guard? Like watch person, constable?
Not among this cadre, no.
Okay, but have I seen them in the city anywhere at all?
Yeah, probably a few.
All right, I'm gonna step out back, and I'm going to. You see me tearing my face off as I do, and underneath, of course,
Oh
is
god,
a
you're
silver.
doing the thing.
It's a silver. Or it's a blue. Silver Dragonborn. Because silver are the ones that like to talk and are sociable. So you see me tear my face off, and I put my flat cap back on, and I put the badge.
Hold up, Jack.
Yeah.
Did you just do dragon face?
Yes. No, I did disguise self to look like a dragon.
Why?
I didn't smear blood. I didn't smear silver paint on my face.
Wait. Why did you pick a Dragonborn?
Because it's the least likely to look like me.
But I mean, like, okay, I don't
Listen. I've done Kingu, I've done human. I wanted to do a dragonborn.
But you don't think the guards would? You don't think the guards would be like, "Hey, there's a Dragonborn fucking guard"?
Yeah.
They don't think they'd be like, "Oh, hey, there's that dude. Oh yeah, the one Dragonborn." Like it's.
So then when I take the disguise off, there's no way they would think it would be me.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
We're not having this argument because I'm already outside and I'm also
He's
wearing
already
the
doing
clothes
it.
I was already wearing.
This is gonna go so
I was
bad.
gonna say, I get where Sonia's coming from. Are there enough that they can be like they don't know this one, or are there only so
He said
few
there were
that
like
they're going to
20
know
of
all
them.
of them?
He said there was like 20 of them out there. There are
Yes.
guards all over the city. So I go out.
Oh, he said there's 20. Okay, I thought he said there was only 20 guards. I didn't know he was like, oh, there's 20 Dragonborn. And I was like, okay.
No,
So
there's
I go-
not 20 Dragonborn. There's just 20 constables.
Yeah, so I go
of
out
all
there with
sorts
the
of different
badge,
races.
with my chest puffed out like a big shot detective.
It's also, oh man, Jack doesn't know how to act like a cop. Why would he do this?
Hello, what's all this thing? Give me the skinny.
Varroth just sighs and puts his head in his hands.
Can I get the skinny?
I feel like this is something I would have done, which makes Sonia feel like weird because it's like, oh, that's not good.
Jack, I am going to make you. I am going to have you roll a deception check.
I am proficient in deception checks. Can I get advantage because I am not looking like myself and I also have a badge?
You do have the badge.
Yeah, the badge.
Hey, what?
You do have the badge.
Can I roll with advantage then?
Yes.
Hell yes.
Comrade, this blows up in our face.
That's a good thing I got advantage because that's a 4. And that's a 4. I rolled 2 4s. That's a 13 all total.
Christ.
Oh god damn it!
Hello? Can I get some explanation here?
Would have had a better shot at having fucking anyone.
It's just Hogan walking out with the fucking his chest buffed out.
Let me tell you something.
What's going on here? It's now okay. Listen, it is a 13 all total, and it wasn't an extra 1. It can't be that bad.
Yeah, it can. Yes, it totally can.
You see the member of the Watchful Order turn, kind of adjust his glasses,
Uh-oh.
and
Oh, right, they're mages, aren't they? Whoops.
what was your deception roll?
13.
Not high. Is there anything we can do to help him? Is there anything? I'm trying. Like, is there anything we could say to you that you would sit there and say, "Yeah"? Could I sit there and be like he came out and I like he was interrogating me or something?
What is Matt saying?
You want to hear what I rolled on this man's insight check?
It's like a natural 20, please.
Rolled a 12.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh my god! This shouldn't have worked. This is like the hags all over again.
I failed the least, and therefore I win.
He adjusts his glasses and looks at you and just says, I don't believe I've seen you around here before. Are you a new recruit?
Yes, I'm from originally from Burbank. I'm here to do some investigating.
Burbank sounds exotic.
Yes, it's very, very nice this time of year. What's going on here? What happened? It sounded like there was an explosion and I came running.
Oh, it would appear that several people were injured and, in this case, quite a few killed.
That's a shame.
Via fireball.
Did you see who did it, or do we have any leads?
I was talking to Fala, who owns Carolyn's Crown right across the street.
Mm-hmm.
And they said that they saw an injured dwarf running from the scene.
An injured dwarf, huh? Fuck this.
Fuck, man.
This went into a weird direction. Do they know in which direction I may be able to follow them?
Actually, I don't know if this character is a dwarf.
As you know, we Dragonborns are known for our speed. Haha.
It's racist.
Not at all.
Thank you, Sonia.
Not a dwarf, a Luskin human.
Okay.
Just to correct myself.
Dark skin, right? Luskin?
Yes.
Okay. Luskin,
Other than that, we don't have very many leads.
I see. All right. Well, do you know which direction they fled?
Believe Fala said north.
North? In what do they call them? It's not streets. Burrows? Do they have burrows?
Wards.
Well, do you know which ward particularly?
Probably the North Ward.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Well, thank you very much. I'm going to walk away now.
Go away forever now.
I turn around and just power walk back down the street.
Wait. If you were here at the time of the explosion, I do have a question. Were you able to interrogate anybody before we arrived?
I did not see anything. I only heard the explosion and came running. You got here before I did.
You came out of our house.
No, I didn't. I came around the corner. I came around the side street.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I did not see anything, as far as I'm aware. I only heard the explosion, and I came down this way to find out what was going on. Now I have to go. My precinct needs me, and I turn around and walk away.
We need you here at the crime scene.
I power walk away.
This is how cop talk. I am normal cop.
Pause. All I'm gonna say is you had the perfect out of saying you were gonna go question the people in the manor, and I don't know why you didn't think of it.
Because they would come looking for me if I didn't.
I don't know why. I thought he was going to say, yes, we had questioned some people in the manor. And I feel we would have backed that up, but...
Too late now.
No, just went with...
Let's go blundering on.
Listen, in the moment, I'm not the smartest, okay? So as soon as I get around the corner, I immediately just dimension door back into the house.
Okay.
And I appear in the middle and immediately tear the face off. And put the badge away.
Whispers, Dragon Cop. He comes and goes as he pleases.
Dragon Cop.
Rainier says, "Now, before any of the rest of you do anything, can I explain why I'm here?"
Sure. It looked, seems like a Luskin human, might have fled the scene injured. He's heading toward the North Ward. I don't know if that has anything to do with what you came to say.
How would they know that he's Luskin?
Because
He's a Luskin?
It was
Is it a Luskin?
it was the livery that he was wearing.
Mm.
That I don't
The
know.
what?
The fashion,
Livery.
the fashion livery.
No, it's a
Fashion.
necklace of livers.
Yeah,
I was
Yes.
gonna say, what's a livery? I've never heard that before.
as was the style at the time.
It's basically when you have like something on your clothing that marks where you're from
Or like what god you serve, etc.
or who's your who your lord is
Yeah.
or whatever.
I thought you were gonna say, who's your daddy?
Gross.
And
Alright,
don't shame.
100%.
I'm not kink shaming. I'm kink asking
So-
why.
What brought Jesus? What brought you here, Mr. Neverwinter? Neverember? Listen,
I'm from
Mr.
Neverwinter.
Mr. Neverwinter was my father.
I said Neverember.
So when the lords of Waterdeep ousted my father, I thought his long dark shadow was finally gone for good. The truth is, I want nothing to do with him, but his spies hound me. One of them, a gnome named Dalakar, had been watching me for months. Then about 10 days ago, the spy was suddenly nowhere to be seen. My father didn't trust many people, but he trusted that gnome. Spoke to a few of Dalakar's friends. Apparently he was on a special mission to retrieve the Stone of Golor, and was afraid that the Zentarum and the Xanathar Guild were close to catching him. When he heard about my kidnapping, he wanted more information about the adventurers who rescued me. So I think Dalakar was planning to pay you to deliver the Stone of Golor to my father in Neverwinter. But if he's dead out there and the stone is nowhere to be found, we are fucked.
Right and proper fun.
Yeah, that's sounds like a good accounting.
You had said something about the... No, wait. You guys were still on the rooftop and you mentioned visiting the Temple of Gond, right?
Okay. Yeah, no. We were on the rooftop. So we do have one more clue, and I'm gonna two more clues, and I'm gonna take out the necklace and the gear. We found this necklace, which Jack and I are guessing is a necklace of fireballs, and this gear, which has a stamp of the god Gon on it. So
Did you happen to see who owned the necklace?
no.
No.
But you did ask someone who might have thrown it. Or ask someone who saw who might have thrown it.
They said it was, and it might have been where this gear came from. They said it was some kind of puppet man.
Yeah.
A man-sized puppet.
Yeah.
A man-sized puppet man-sized
And you
puppet
see-
man?
You see Renair kind of cock an eyebrow and he says, So when you guys, those automatons from the parade a few days ago. You guys weren't here during that. That's the thing that happened while you guys were outside of the city.
I'm just like, what are you talking about, man?
Mm-hmm.
There was a parade for the Day of Wonders, and the Temple of Gond were showing off their automatons.
So one of the automatons went rogue.
It's possible.
Yeah.
I think our next stop is the temple.
If you don't mind, just gonna sit here. I ran several miles to get here.
Yeah, that's
Or
fine.
maybe not several miles. I don't know how
You
long Waterdeep is.
Relax, get some food, relax,
Relax, order some food,
relax.
Drink some
Pay
beer.
us money.
pay, because you got one free one. Alright? We're trying to run a business here.
Listen, it's fine. You can have 2 free ones, and then you pay.
2 small free ones.
A small water and some chips.
Yeah.
Hey, no, the chips and salsa are free. We decided on that.
Yeah.
What are we doing? A Mexican restaurant?
Hell yeah! People
You
love
can
it.
have the Fago.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody drinks the Fago.
The Mountain Dew is mine.
You guys can fuck off.
Get a free 4 Loco.
I fucking grew up on Fago. Fuck off, all of y'all.
Yeah,
Four
it's,
Loco. And now
All
I'm
right.
4 Loco.
So you guys want to head to the Temple of Gond in the city called the House of Inspired Hands.
we do,
can.
but we also probably. I'm not crazy in this. We're probably not. We're probably gonna have to. We're probably not going to be allowed in there, and even if we are, we're not going to be allowed in the parts we need to get to. Right?
I am gonna take 30 minutes to have a block of cheese and a sippy cup and get my spells back.
Well, we should probably do something about like sneaking in. We should have a plan, right?
Can I just put?
I don't think. I mean, if it's a temple, we can at least try the front door.
The House of Inspired Hands is fairly open to everybody.
Can I just point out that I just pictured Jack with like a sippy cup that's got like a little molten lava motif with some horns on it.
The
Love
dark
it.
entity is my co-pilot. Yep.
You crashed the car when you asked Dark Entity take the wheel.
No,
that is
you
when
crashed the car. That is a conversation for another time.
that is when a another knock comes from the front door.
Varroth checks the
why?
time. Are we open yet?
Okay, I'm gonna not be in that room because they may recognize the clothes I'm wearing that I did not change.
Alright.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm gonna go upstairs.
Varroth
and-
opens the door once Jack's upstairs.
All right, you see the older man from the Watchful Order of Mages and Protectors. He just says, good morning. We're interrogating anybody about the explosion that happened out here.
Interrogating? Are we under suspicion?
Don't. Don't.
Just
look,
immediately goes
yeah,
for-
Sonia's like, no, stop. I'm sorry about him. He.
Well, no,
He
that's
had
a
a bad
very
experience one.
No, that's a
He's
very
he's from
specific
the
word
woods.
choice.
Well,
Yes.
you're not under strict suspicion. It's just it happened nearby your
Then-
place.
then-
It happened nearby your place
Oh,
of
man.
business.
Then use
Matt,
the term
you-
questioning.
Matt, you are playing the nicest fucking cop I have ever seen. Because
this
any other
man is
cop.
not. This man is not a cop. He is a mage under a guild.
Yeah, word of advice.
He works with the City Watch.
Word of
Yeah,
advice.
private police.
Using the
Yeah.
term interrogating is going to put a lot of people's hair up because you're going to
Yeah,
automatically.
I understand. I may have used I may have used a harsher term than needed.
Yeah, where were you, mage? When
Varroth,
this was
I was
happening?
about to
Were
say-
you on the roof?
I was literally about to say, Varroth, stop interrogating the maid.
I just want a statement. What?
This poor son of a bitch.
Poor
This poor
asshole.
fucker.
He
He
did not
doesn't
know what he was
deserve.
getting into.
He doesn't deserve any of this.
Oh my god, I love it.
The guy came to ask us questions, and Varroth came out, and then Varroth came out and murdered a man in front of us.
I love this. I love this game so much.
Anyway, no, we didn't see anything. All we heard was the explosion. I threw the door open and went and helped the old lady because she looked like she was going to die.
Quick, Varroth, tell about your admiralty flag and how you're a sovereign citizen, and this is not. You can't be arrested under an admiralty flag. I have to go now.
Oh my god.
Am I being detained?
Great. Just start screaming, "Am I being detained?" at him.
Unlawful.
All right, well,
Let's alienate that right-wing fan base.
Yeah.
Since you haven't really seen anything, then I'll just take that and tell the others. I do want you to know that for the next, I don't know how long it's going to take to clean up and ask the rest of the residents, but nobody is to enter nor leave Troll Skull Alley for the time being.
Oh, my sweet summer child.
We have a business to maintain.
Yeah, we kind of run a business here, so
I don't say
You
because
did
I'm
just
not
have
there.
you did just have an explosion
Wait,
murder right outside your front door, though.
is this a Canadian mafia punishment? Are we getting Canadian mafia right now?
What?
yeah.
So in Canada, if you don't pay your protection money, all of a sudden a bunch of construction starts happening right outside of your business and doesn't go away until you pay your collection money.
This is not Canadian mafia.
I think we're getting Canadian
I
mafia,
think we're getting
guys.
Waterdavian
Does he-
mafia.
Are we all there, or could we? I think
not
I'm
there.
there, but could you're right. You're not there. Could we also say maybe Ilfel isn't like he didn't see Ilfel? He saw Varroth, and I'm gonna go ahead and say yeah. You know what? He probably saw me too.
Well,
Yeah.
I didn't.
Hold on. Remember, I'm the one that opened the door, and Varroth is 6'4", 275 pounds.
He's standing outside. You didn't let him in. You opened the door, but you opened the door with like so only your face is poking out. You're like, what? No solicitors.
Like, he can't really see around me. Like, I'm just, yeah.
Yeah, he just says, I'm sorry I know it's inconvenient, but we are conducting an active investigation. You were, by virtue of your proximity to the crime scene, you were suspects, but it hardly seems plausible that you would unleash destructive magic so close to your business in broad daylight.
That would never happen. Never.
Crazy.
Ilphelodel just mentally like, you're not a very good cop, are you?
Yeah, no, like, Varroth is going in the back of his mind. God, if you only fucking knew what we've done.
I not to take up too much more of your time, but just letting you know.
Alright.
Thanks for your help.
Yep.
I continue to say not being there at all. Is he gone?
Okay,
He can't-
Varroth closes the door. Yeah, he's gone.
He can't
So
see.
how are we gonna get out of the house? Because I'm assuming I heard all of that.
Yeah.
Oh no! If only there was someone who could make us invisible, and if only I had some kind of sneaky thief, sneak-like abilities I could use.
I
to
mean,
get
I could
myself
get
out.
myself and one other person out. That's not
Yeah.
a problem.
And then Ilfel can like invisible him and the other person.
How big is Troll Skull Alley, like lengthwise?
That is a very good question. Let me pull up a map of
'Cause
Troll Skull
if it's
Alley.
not that far, I could just teleport out of it.
Yeah, but you probably want to save some of your spells, right?
I get them back pretty easily.
We have two potential problems. One, using invisibility or some other form of magic, there are members of the Watchful Order outside. They could potentially detect us. Problem number two is if they come back to ask us more questions.
Well, we have the kids here, our kids that we kidnapped.
But no, but that probably means Varroth has to stay here because they know at least Varroth was here.
No, they could just say he's like asleep or something. Like he doesn't
So-
have to stay here.
I posted a
Maybe
map
not
of
want
Troll
to.
Skull Alley. Your guys' manor is labeled T1 near the north entrance.
Okay. 1 square is 10 feet. You said T1.
Yeah. So it's
That's-
several hundred feet.
I
And I'm getting some
Dimension
echo
door
from
is
you.
400 feet. Yeah, someone's getting echo, and it's not me because I can hear my own echo.
I'm hearing it.
Yeah, I can hear my own echo, too.
Um,
God damn it.
I think
Sometimes
dimension
when
door
I-
is like 400 feet.
I'm worried what will happen if I just pull out this headset and just use the laptop microphone.
Try it real quick.
It probably won't
Oh.
be great.
Yeah, because like I was trying to see if I
Okay.
could switch it from Zencaster, but it wasn't letting me do that without hitting out and hitting back in, and I don't know what that's going to do to the audio recording.
It'll probably fuck it up.
Probably.
And I think when I throw a noise gate on your audio track, it'll crush it.
Let's see, T1, so that's going to be 5, 10, 15, nope, 10, 20, 30, 40.
There are 6 guards posted at each entrance to Troll Skull Alley.
100 feet, actually 150 feet gives me the northeast entrance. I can literally teleport us like all the way across the street to a different street without a problem.
Yeah,
But I can only do one person.
Yeah, leaving Troll Skull Alley with a dimension door won't be hard at all.
But I can only do one other person. And
Yeah.
Yeah, no, here's my
unless
question.
Ilphelodel has it.
Here's my question. Is doing that going to alert the mages?
Hopefully not.
Pretty sure it will.
You only saw the one. And that was the man with the man that you would just talk to.
Yeah, but
I mean,
I'm
I could also
with...
get out.
Go ahead.
So I could also get out dressed like the Dragonborn again because I would be a constable at that point. I could do the Dragonborn disguise again.
I'm going on the assumption that with that many constables, there's probably more than just the one mage.
Which I have named Zurich is my new character that I've created here. So, I mean, that's the thing is like I have ways of getting myself out, but not a lot for you guys. Do we have a way to get onto the roof? Maybe we could take the rooftop. Is there like a rooftop exit to the manor?
I don't
look
think
at the
there
map.
is. There's the
Let me
peak
check
of the
the map.
turret, but that's about it.
Ilphelodel, do you have any travel spells?
Nothing like that. I have invisibility, and
Okay.
that's
How many people can you invisible at a time?
good question.
Damn. Is there... there's no underground either, is there? I don't think there was an underground exit out of the manor.
About the only thing I have that could be of some help is fog cloud.
Is there, like, because I live in the basement, is there like a way directly into the sewers from?
That's what I was looking for. I don't see anything.
If
That's
you
mine.
want to... Sorry.
I'll go for it.
I was going to say, if you want to go down there and give me an investigation check.
Yeah, I'll do it. I should have advantage because it's my room.
Nick, I think maybe your audio's just turned up too loud, so like your microphone's also picking up what you're hearing through the actual headset.
That might be it. I wonder if there's a way to turn it down.
You could do it in Discord. Or, well, we're in Zencaster, though.
Where's
So.
Just
Zencaster?
do-
I'll just turn down the volume on the.
Yeah,
World,
the computer itself.
Yeah,
the entire universe.
that's not too bad.
Yeah, it seems to have worked. I'm not hearing my echo anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could turn 4 people invisible. However, as I said earlier, there is a chance that we could be detected.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, but it would. I would think it would at least give you guys advantage on stealth. So we might at least be able to sneak out.
Let's check the basement first.
Yeah, Sonia,
Yeah,
if you want to
all
go
right.
ahead and roll that investigation check, go right ahead.
Investigate. I'm gonna investigate the shit out of fuck.
All right.
That was an 18 plus 2, 20.
You do catch the whiff of sewage. If you look at the manor map down in the cellar, you see that crook behind the stairs that go up to the tap room.
Ah, yes, the pungent whiff. I know the
Yeah.
smell well.
There is a sewage smell coming from that back corner there.
I'll check it out.
How do you check it out?
I put on some gloves. I put a mask on, like over my nose, and I'm gonna go digging in. Is there like a grate or something, or some kind of like? Maybe I can look to see if there's some kind of like. I figure it's probably if you can smell it, there's got to be something I can like. Some way the smell's getting in. Maybe there's like a little secret door or secret hatch. I'm also trying really hard to find where the goddamn. Oh, that's no wonder. That's in world building. God damn it! I'm in the wrong map section. Okay. Yeah, that little section. There's got to be. If I can smell it, there's got to be some kind of like. If it's not something obvious, like a drainage section or something, then there's got to be like maybe some part of the wall or the floor, probably floor, has like little indentation where you can open it. There's like a secret.
Yeah, if you want to take a few minutes to just kind of like dig through because I mean the floor is mostly just packed dirt down there.
Yeah. Any of you guys good at digging?
No, but we do have a skeleton with a shovel.
Yeah, hey, fucking goddamn it. Darts.
Finally, Darts is here for what he's here for.
His purpose, his true purpose has been revealed.
So yeah, Darts will come down there and just start digging. It takes a few minutes, but you are able to find a manhole cupboard that had been buried however long ago.
Well, this is convenient.
I mean, not really. It's a big, huge manor. It's got to get to the sewer somehow, right?
How does that not make it convenient?
Well, you're right. It is. You know, right. In the basis sense of the house has access to the sewer. Yes, it is very convenient. Every house has this convenience. This is a good convenience. I don't think septic tanks exist in this world, so houses would have just like, if sewers do, I think most, maybe not houses, but definitely big houses like manors or would have like access to the sewer, right?
Sure.
I don't know. That's a lot of lore building for like the sewage system that I don't think I should be the one to make. I'm just guessing.
I'm not quite sure how it works either.
Yeah. All I know is I pay my taxes and they make the bad poo go away. That's all I got to worry about, all right?
There's a Dung Sweepers Guild.
Yeah, there is the Dung Sweepers Guild.
Jesus. That's not a guild I want to be a part of.
I mean,
bet it pays really
if you
well.
don't want to go through the sewers, y'all can. I can
need
just
'em.
like sneak. I just sneak out. Like,
I think the whole purpose we were saying is that there's a bunch of mages, so if you try to magic your way out, they're gonna catch you.
I wasn't gonna magic my way. I was gonna rogue my way out.
Oh, rogue your way out?
Yeah, I was just gonna do that.
Alright, so let's take the sewers.
Yeah, but it stinks.
Way
Yeah, but like, can we cast? Is there something we can use to make us smell good? Will you
Deal
have the sewer?
with it.
I don't know
Like,
if Ilphelodel, do you have prestidigitation?
I mean, if I have to use it for this, I probably
It's
could.
a cantrip, okay?
Yeah, isn't it a cantrip? Can't
It's
you catch that
It's
for
literally a
nothing?
cantrip.
Yes.
He says disparagingly.
Not afraid of a little stink.
Neither am I.
Oh, little, yeah, but what about a lot?
We have very different tolerances for stink.
I don't like.
I've always been under the assumption that the things you summon do not stink. Has that been wrong?
I'm not talking about the summons, rather the product before the summon.
I'm a hermit. I've smelt some crazy shit.
I also spent quite a bit of time embalming corpses.
Guys, I just want to tell you that I did generate a map for the sewer again. And
Why
I
again? Why don't you use the old bullshit one so they all can know?
No,
No,
this one is far smaller, but I put like because I don't know, maybe there's monsters in it, it could be abandoned, whatever. But for monster type I put vermin, and it puts a fucking drider in here.
Yeah! Yeah! Don't fucking Neverwinter's fuck, man!
Oh, also,
You're in
JK, I
Waterdeep.
don't have prestidigitation.
Waterdeep.
What?
Oh, so you guys have to deal with the stink.
Let's
Okay,
go.
you know what? I'm gonna go into our pantry. I'm gonna grab what's a really strong.
Lindberger.
Rum. We went 2 different ways for that.
I'm gonna grab some. Yeah, I was hoping it rosemary. I was thinking rosemary. I was either rosemary or or cinnamon.
Trying to
But
make
cinnamon would be too bad. I'm just gonna grab some handfuls of rosemary and just kind of like rub them under the pits, under the nose, behind the ears.
Okay.
Just make sure I get a nice rosemary scent, and hopefully that'll help out. I'll keep a little bit more.
you realize you're gonna smell like shit's Mary, right?
Yeah, well, maybe
I
the
will-
rosemary help.
I will head into whatever our spice rack is, and I will give everyone like little pinches of cloves, not cloves of garlic, but cloves like the spice. And I'll just like with like a sort of like, it's very clear Ilphelodel has had to do this before, and he basically shows you all how to like crush up a clove and then just like
Roll it into a cigarette.
basically you just stuff it into your lip like fucking chewing tobacco.
All right.
And
Well, y'all have fun with that. I'm going out the door.
Yeah.
Bye. I'm not kidding.
I'll
Whoever
have a-
grabs Jack by the scruff of the neck, you're coming with us.
Wait, hang
Let's
on.
go.
Jake wasn't finished talking.
Oh, I was just saying it smells nice and it'll taste nice, fresh, earthy, minty.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Am I like a real necromancer now?
Absolutely.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to do this, aren't I?
Yep.
All right.
And I got you by the scruff, so you're coming with.
Yeah. Well, Fine.
I'm pushing him forward in front of me to make sure he goes.
I take the rest of the cloves to roll cigarettes for later.
All right.
It's made out of cloves. Okay, yeah.
Fun fact: medieval people could use cloves as like a powdered version of toothpaste.
Yeah, I've heard that. Okay. Well, let's go.
All right, so you guys are able to remove the manhole cover and drop down from the shaft into Waterdeep's sewer system. Yes,
Shut
I
up.
did.
Shut up.
I was holding my tongue.
My brain was immediately like, someone's gonna laugh at this.
Yep.
Yes,
was
I
not
said
disappointed.
shaft. Haha, funny.
It's a shaft. Oh, funny.
Penis
Pretty
joke.
funny.
Wieners.
Of all the things to choke the game, it happens to be a shaft.
Oh my god.
Shut the fuck up.
I look
Alright.
over at Ilphelodel as we get into here. It's like, there are people who choose to do this for a living.
Yeah, and they get paid like bank.
Doubtful.
Nope.
I mean, you
That's
could
how
always
that
go to
works.
some cities where dung sweepers are, prison convicts.
Oh, that's fair. That sucks for them.
Yeah,
This
it's kind of slavery if you think about it.
That's nothing. Moving on. Guess we're not gonna think about today.
I mean, are we
That
making a comparison to a modern prison prison
God,
labor?
no, I don't have it in me tonight. Come on.
Yes, Ilphelodel said, reform the prison industrial construct. Complex, my bad.
Burn the
Bring
means
down
of production.
conflict.
Yeah, so I guess Ilphelodel lead on? If anyone knows about sewers, I guess it's you.
What?
That's the way you live, right?
Did you live in a sewer at a time for a time?
No, I worked with dead bodies.
Did you have a home? No?
Moving on.
No, actually, I actually want to know now. Like, y'all grilled me for like 3 weeks about my stuff.
Yeah,
So
but there's a
let's-
difference between maybe he lived in a sewer and I come from a different plane of existence.
He comes from a different plane of existence.
Yeah, but we don't know that. I don't know that. Do we
Yes,
know that? Do we know that?
I know that.
It's been brought up before.
Okay.
Yes, but he. Oh my god. Anyway, so did you work for like a group or a company? What did you do?
Of sorts. They were known as the Dustmen,
Oh, interesting. Okay.
and
as
my
someone
tenure with them was
as someone who
complicated.
has very recently played Planescape Tournament, I know what that is for the first time ever.
Jack doesn't, and neither does me.
No,
What's
Jack
that
does
mean?
not.
Dustman.
So were they like funerary positions or?
Sort of.
Hold-
They're like embalmers.
hold on, would Varroth know with the religion stuff?
No.
Okay.
Not unless you knew about Sigil.
And I say you're gonna try and sell us on the true death?
But yeah, they're like embalmers. They also dabble in some necromancy. I believe they use zombies for like menial labor.
Yeah, zombie skeletons, any kind of minor undead.
I mean, that makes sense.
Why did you leave?
I have a feeling that's why
Well-
it's complicated.
I'm gonna look at him and go, "Have you met Ilphel?"
That's why I'm asking.
Well, I left to. Well, let's say being an embalmer in Sigil is
I'm assuming we're walking and talking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's what I
okay,
assume.
okay.
It is a limited. It is a profession with limited horizons.
Okay. And
To seek something. What's the word I'm looking for? To pursue higher causes required me to leave Sigil and the Dustmen behind.
so you just got a new god?
Not really. I've had the same god for, well, my entire life, really. Coralon.
Oh,
However,
not the god I thought you were going to say. I'm gonna be honest.
yes, I would suspect most would be surprised at my devotion to Coralon.
Yeah.
And what's the deal with Coralon?
He's like the big elven god.
He's the big guy. He's
Yeah.
Elven Jesus.
Fuck.
the
So
big-
I should have known that.
Yeah.
We could say that
probably.
Sonia does, and just that you as Nick did not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ilphelodel will go on that in Sigil. I don't know how much you know of the city, but it is sort of at the center of many different places. People from many different planes.
It's called it's called the City of Doors for a reason.
Yes.
Oh, so you use it to go to different places?
It's wild. The shit about
Yeah.
Sigil, the stuff that I've learned playing this game is amazing.
Yeah. Sigil's-
It's pretty dope.
Yeah, it's.
But yeah, Ilphelodel will go on, and with its position among the planes and among the worlds, I met a great many of my kind, elves from realms all over, and I realized that there was so much out there that I had no understanding of. At least so much regarding my people and our histories. So I left, and I found my way back to Faerun, where
Are you
I
saying
met
the
you.
elves came from Faerun?
no,
Okay.
what I left Sigil essentially to peruse the multiverse, to find the hidden histories of elves.
Mm.
I believe that there are cultures of elves out there who are lost, who don't know their history, who don't know the love and the light of Corellon. We've met them, in fact, the Dusk Elves back in Barovia.
I look at Sonia. Oh, he's crazy. Got it. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, I was gonna say like, no, I get
Okay.
Well, I was gonna say something, but then he started going with like, they don't know the light of it, and I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna say anything.
I'm just gonna point out. Hold
out
on.
of character, I should say what.
I was gonna say real quick. Jack's character is probably the only one that isn't religious in this group.
Not
really?
Not in the traditional sense.
No, dude. Sonia's a super atheist. She and her immediate family, who are elves, but they like moved away from like the Elflands a long time ago. Like descendants of elves who moved away from the Elflands have been living mostly humans.
I was just going on the whole monk thing tends to be, for a monastery, which is, a religious order.
No, it's like it's a religious, but not in the God way. It's more of like
it's more of like an ideology.
Yeah,
I think Sonia is more of the punch bitch.
It's more of the
less religion
Buddhist style,
less religion,
Fair.
more spirituality.
Yeah.
Okay, that still gets to my main point. You have that.
Well, I think, and again, I think we're still walking and talking, but I think that Jack is more haunted by the religion aspect of it. Like, he doesn't consider whatever it is giving him these powers as his god, but it probably thinks of him as its as its worshiper, it probably thinks of him as its worshiper. So like, yeah, I think that in terms of like that relationship, he probably doesn't like. I don't know. It's complicated, I guess is the best way to put it.
Yeah.
Because his whole thing, and again, you guys don't know any of this, but his whole thing is like, he did all this stuff, he fucked up in these ways, pretending to have a religion, pretending to create a religion, and then it turns out the shit he created, or at least from what we've talked about, it was real, or he created it, or something weird like that happened. So like, yeah, it's interesting for sure.
I should clarify when Ilphelodel says like the light and the love of Corellon, he what he refers to is more just the knowledge of where elves have come from and how like sort of their limitlessness. Because like he's contrasting like what an elf's life is like in Faerun versus what an elf's life was like in Barovia, where they had no idea like where they came from. They're stuck worshipping like dark gods and shit.
Right.
Ilphelodel is not like a evangelical. He's not an evangelical Corellonite.
It's not like a you will worship Corellon by force.
Yeah. And Ilphelodel will say as much. He says, like, when I refer to the absence of Corellon in their lives, I don't mean in the sense of forced conversion of elves across the multiverse, but rather helping them understand where they came from, so that elves trapped in places like Barovia can understand that there is more.
Mm-hmm.
There is more for them. They're not stuck as the pawns or the playthings of dark powers. They are the children of an infinite changing god.
Yeah. See, and Sonia believes that the fucking guards aren't real. They're just interplanar beings. Like, there's no fucking higher power shit. So that's why she's like, cool, that's great. Cool.
Well, that belief wouldn't be unreconcilable with Corellon's story. Corellon could still be like just a super powerful interplanar being that created the elves.
If a mortal can become a god, then why would if a mortal can become a god, which I don't know. Does Faerun have the whole story with Vecna?
Faerun, I
Becoming a
believe,
god?
has the whole thing where if you're an atheist, there's actually a wailing, torturous wall you get thrown into because you reject the actual provable existence of their gods.
It's fine. You get to decide. You get to decide to
but that-
worship something.
but
before
that's
you
also,
die.
like-
There was a recent thing that spoke about godless paladins and clerics and stuff. So I think it is canon that you can be like atheist in the Forgotten Realms.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
last I knew, they had that whole big, terrible wall thing because, like, hey, gods are real because here they are.
Yeah, in 3.5 they had something like that, but it also specifically stated in the book that when you died, you could declare literally up to the moment of being thrown at the wall, and you would be taken by whatever god. It was basically just like, look, you're presented with this. You can either go here or you can go somewhere else. And that was they were pretty generous about it. I remember that.
Yeah, that's why 3.0 sucks.
Yeah, 3.5 is all right. It's fine. It's old. That's the thing. It's old.
3.5 was easily breakable.
Yeah.
I just want to point out that I love that this entire conversation took place in a sewer.
Yeah.
Look,
Where all conversations about religion should take place.
Yeah.
Look, I'm just
yeah.
saying, we had a deep philosophical discussion naked on the beach, and now we're having a religious discussion walking through shit. Like,
I think because Jack hasn't really been talking this whole time. Like, I've been talking about him, but I think Jack, as you're talking about Corlon and all this, Jack is just like, if a man can become a god, why would a man worship a god?
because it's not easy to become a god.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's what Jack said. Fuck. I'm agreeing with Jack.
Like, no, like, there's
And the world
there's
falls apart.
massive magic and rituals and everything into becoming a god. It is not just an easy
Yeah,
but the fact that it's possible at all is fucking crazy, right?
but
Like,
there are also massive rituals and things to becoming a lich, and we don't worship liches.
Oh no. Becoming a lich is child's play next to becoming a god.
Right, but it's the same idea. You still have to amass mass amount of power. All it is at that point, all it is the amount of power you're willing to amass.
You also have
at
to
that
have
point,
the
it just becomes a cost sunk fallacy.
yeah, but at the end of the day, it's an obtainable goal. It might be incredibly difficult and nigh on impossible, but it is a goal that can be reached. And I think if we're going by like the Vecna stuff has before been reached, so like.
And that really depends on which gods you're talking about, because some have been ascended mortals, and
True.
some we don't know where the fuck they came from.
Right? They could be They could be mortals from another universe,
Dimension or
Yeah.
plane or whatever.
or they could have been just sprouted from the ether, fully formed. Like shit, like that happens. But the point is like, if one of us could do something like that, then there's no point in me worshiping something like that.
Look, all I'm saying is I've actually met one of them, so
I've seen a lot of religions come through Sigil, and what I would say is there are many reasons to worship a god. Most of them are personal, and it depends, I suppose, on what your reason for worshiping a god or not worshiping a god is. Some gods and some faiths demand worship. Some religions demand worship purely on faith. You trust that I exist and I will not destroy you.
Yeah.
Some religions and some gods operate on a give and take, similar to a barter, where you make a sacrifice to me, I shall grant you a boon. There are different relationships to gods.
It's one thing I've noticed since I've been in Faerun is your gods are very present in a way that I'm not used to.
Yes.
Where I'm from, we don't have that. We have magic, we have clerics, they can heal, they cast these miracles, but their god doesn't show up.
Yeah, no,
like yours do.
I've legitimately met the Raven Queen.
And that's kind of wild to me in a way.
There's a difference between worshiping a god and believing in a god, and most people don't differentiate those two ideas, but they are different, Like, I do, like, there are beings out there that consider themselves gods, and I understand that. I just don't worship any of them because I don't,
I think at the end of the day, it comes down to, instead of worshipping a magic sky being, it should come down to following the ideals of that sky being. If this sky being wants good things to happen, then follow the ideals. But you don't have to worship that being blindly. You don't have to say, "Oh, well, because he's this, I can say that anything I do under his name is acceptable." And this is getting to be entirely too, like, this is getting a little bit too much. We should probably move on. Because now I'm just talking about Christianity. Now I'm just talking about actual religion. So let's move
we're
on.
starting to veer into real world gripes we have. So
I wanted to bring up some of the different styles of religion that exist.
Yeah.
Right.
But that is a giant can of worms.
Yes, incredibly large.
That's why I don't tell anyone that I sometimes think Tiamat's actually pretty cool.
So we need to get out of
points.
the real world metaphysical and back into the fake world metaphysical.
You guys do eventually, once you think you're far enough away from Troll Skull Alley, you do find a ladder that leads up another, get ready to laugh, shaft.
Yeah!
That's right, up the shaft.
6 words.
And when you move the manhole cover, you actually discover that you've walked farther than you thought you would have.
We're going to take the shaft up the manhole.
There's a manhole at the end of the shaft.
All right, come on.
I hate it. I hate it.
I had to. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm not.
You guys have actually walked all the way from Troll Skull Alley down a main road called Delzorin Street, basically, and made it to the end. You actually made it to near the city wall on the west side of Waterdeep.
Well, we got
Right
carried away on
outside-
that discussion.
Yeah, right. The wall that separates the seaward from the mud flats outside. And just taking a quick look around, you do see the Temple of Gond a couple of blocks away.
Again, isn't that convenient?
Real quick, Illustrae is by far the coolest god in the Forgotten Realms.
Yes.
Who?
Illustrae.
I don't know her at all.
Tiamat's a 5-headed dragon. Like, how is that not cool?
Illustrae
Tiamat's
is
cool, but
yeah,
Illustrae is the coolest.
Illustrae is the goddess of good aligned drow.
Oh, yeah. I recognize. I didn't recognize the spelling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, and I pull out, like, my Tiamat trading cards, do they have an S-class in fucking attack? I don't think so.
Do they have rainbow secret rares?
Yeah.
God, that's not a real thing.
Oh, can I make that there are, in fact, trading cards based on the gods a
No,
real
because
thing?
the gods will probably smite the fuck out of you.
We'll talk about it.
All proceeds go to charity.
I think the problem is that they would all just have S classes and everything, because if they didn't, that god would come down and kill whoever made the card.
To
So,
quote
doesn't
Sir
matter.
Terry Pratchett, all gods are bastards.
Not wrong.
The House of Inspired Hands looks like a cross between a temple and a workshop. The symbol of Gond, a toothed cog with 4 spokes, is displayed prominently. You see the silhouette of a humanoid shape perching on the rooftop. It extends an arm, releasing a tiny metal sparrow into the sky. The bird does a few loops in the air and then veers right towards you.
Ilphelodel, cast out, invisible on me. Cast invisible on me. Do it real quick.
Okay.
And then as I'm invisible, I'm gonna run up the side of the wall because I can do that.
Oh no.
And I'm gonna go. You guys handle the bird thing. I'm
Why?
going after the thing.
What are you going after? Why are you leaving?
cloak
What are you
thing.
doing?
That
Okay.
seems important.
It's not cloaked.
I was
It
gonna
was
say.
shadowed. It was really high up, right? So that's why I was like, but I can climb up there.
Yeah, it's on the roof of a 3-story building.
Yeah, but I have the ability to straight up climb up vertical surfaces.
Yeah.
For how long?
For 30 feet, and then you fall.
And then, like, and then I use like fuck. I should have this stuff open because I can use key points to make my feet fucking crazy. I mean, feet as in like distance, not my actual feet. Though I guess I am actually making my actual feet crazy.
You could stop at a windowsill, go up another 30. Stop at a windowsill.
Okay, yeah, because I can use my I can use step of the wind
idea.
to make my normal action
Also,
dashing. So couldn't I double dash?
also,
If I dash again.
also, 3 stories is 30 feet.
Is it?
Yes.
Is it 10 feet per story?
Yes.
Yeah, roughly, yeah. That's a good average.
Distance and time, so.
How much is movement before you add in your movement stuff? Is it 20 or 10?
It's your base movement, which is usually 30.
Yeah.
Unless an elf is faster, I don't think they are though.
So yeah, so 30 is my base, and I'm at level 11, so I'm at 50.
All right, so we can get the sequence of events mapped out. Can we just roll initiative just to see what
Sure.
like what action happens first?
Yeah, that's perfectly fair, just so we have an idea.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Oh boy! Oh boy!
I haven't rolled well on initiative in a while. That's pretty good
What's
though.
my initiative? What's my initiative? Oh, I really want to beat Jack.
We'll see.
You want to beat off Jack? What?
That's not what he said.
17.
I'm gonna make him come to a realization that I'm better than him.
Hey, don't ever say anything that even remotely sounds like that to me ever again.
All right, Sonia, what's your initiative?
25.
Fuck, that's good. 25, Jack.
25.
God damn it!
16 plus 9. What's your dex bonus?
I think it's plus 5 because I rolled the 20 and my initiative is 5, so that was the best I could possibly.
Yeah, you beat me. My dexterity is plus 4, so you still beat me.
Farith.
2.
Oh no! What did you roll?
A 2.
Oh no!
He was still thinking about the whole god stuff, and he's
Yeah.
it's fucking
It's fucking him up.
yeah.
I have no dex bonus. That's why I'm in plate. Remember, I say this every time.
All right. Sonia, you will go first.
I can go 50 feet, and then I can use step of the wind to dash as a bonus action if I need to get 100 feet. So I'm still have an action, but I don't. Hang on, let me see. How many feet is 3 stories? A 3-story building would likely be in the range of 33 to 40 feet.
Yeah,
So
you
I don't
can
even
run
need
that
to
up.
dash. I could just get up there.
That's dumb.
I'm willing to let the DM change how tall the building is if he wants to make this more
No,
harder.
you can absolutely do this. Go ahead.
And I want to get up to this shadowy person.
So
I saw a shadowy person do something, and the adventurer instincts kicked in of that's probably important.
Yeah,
You know?
that's absolutely valid.
So Sonya goes invisible and Spider-Man's up the wall.
I Naruto run straight up it. Just
Jesus Christ.
hell yeah.
All right.
I hate you.
Yeah,
so
you're
much.
able to run up the wall onto the roof, and you are face to face with an automaton that looks like it was constructed out of copper and wood.
I wave my hand in front of it. Does it see me?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Fuck, how long does invisibility last?
Until you do something, I believe.
I will send you a picture of what this looks like in miscellaneous resources.
I think it's concentration up to a minute, maybe.
Oh, it's dope as fuck.
Uh,
Oh, you look so cool.
yeah. Oh no, concentration up to an hour. Nice.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, he looks fucking cool.
Oh fuck, dude! I've had
Uh-oh.
I've had a character idea for a long time of
Ooh.
wanting to play one of those, with Warforged stats.
He looks like a Warforged Red Mage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I don't want to do anything to him, so I'm just gonna stay. I don't know. On the one hand, fuck, I have no idea what I was gonna do now. Cause like here he is, but I don't know if I should like attack him and try to knock him out, or if I should just wait to see if he does something and like maybe follow him.
I'd say since you're invisible and this is metagaming, so we can't. Technically, we shouldn't be doing this. I'd say just watch him, but
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna watch him, and if he doesn't do anything for like I'd say a round or two, then I'll probably do something.
Sonia, go ahead and make an insight check.
All right. My insight is actually where's my dice roll? God damn it! There it is. My insight is that's a 14.
A 14. He doesn't seem hostile.
Okay, you know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna chill. I'm gonna chill and wait. I'll wait for him to do something menacing, and then I'll spring into action.
All right, Jack.
I'm gonna look at the bird that's coming down to us. Hello?
Hello?
I thought that hello was at the bird.
It was.
It was?
It was
Okay.
a bird. Yes. Hello, bird.
The bird is just on a collision course right towards you.
Is it gently floating, or is it dive bombing?
Can I pluck it out of the air?
It is dive bombing. It's still about 30 feet away from
you
you.
said it's what, a sparrow?
Yeah.
Can I pluck it out of the air?
It's 30 feet away from you still.
Like, how far up?
30 feet.
Oh, okay. I can't jump 30 feet in the air. I'm not a monk. I will brace to catch it. Can I hold an action to catch it as it gets close?
Sure.
Alright, I'm gonna hold an action.
Okay. Ilphelodel.
I mean, what should I do?
It's up to you, man. You can do whatever you want.
Kind of just feel like I want to wait and see how this plays out, but
That's valid.
yeah, I mean, I will. I guess I'll ready a. My spells aren't great for taking on automatons, I'll be honest. It's hard to do psychic damage to cogs, and it's harder to it's hard to wither the flesh of brass.
That's why I carry a hammer.
Sure.
Yeah, I should buy a gun. Just run out of spell slots, or fight an enemy that doesn't have or that resists most of what I can do, and I just pull out a fucking shotgun. Like,
Very this casual.
So you're just staying back and seeing what happens?
I will. I'll cast protection from evil and good, I suppose.
I'll be okay.
Let me double check what that does. That might not actually be that useful. Never mind. That constructs are not something that I can protect from evil and good from. I'm gonna be honest, fellas. I don't really know what to do against a robot attack. I can't put it to sleep.
Are we still talking about the sparrow, or did I miss something? Because
I mean, the sparrow's mechanical, isn't it?
Yeah.
if it's just a sparrow, I'm just gonna grab it. But maybe
Yeah.
you don't know that.
I'll just hold action.
Okay.
And if we are attacked by either the sparrow or the construct, I will cast Shadow Blade. How about
Fair
that?
enough. All right. After Ilphelodel, you guys see that the mechanical man on the roof slips through a trapdoor inside the temple, like a secret hatch.
Mm. Oh, oh, oh.
Now everything's goddamn it. Now everything's
Uh-oh.
Shit. Oh no.
What's going on?
Nick, are you okay?
There we go.
Oh.
Oh.
You okay?
I slammed my toe against the side of the bed.
Oh! That's a pain.
Yep.
Alright, all you missed is that Ilphelodel's holding an attack, and the mechanical man that you're standing in front of has backed off and slipped through a secret hatch in the roof into the temple.
Then I'm gonna follow him. Also, do you think automatons could drink magic potions and the magic would affect them?
Probably not.
Okay.
After
And
after
I
the
slipped the potion of love back into my pack.
okay. Up next is the Mechanical Sparrow, and that'll trigger your ready to action, Jack.
Yes.
Go ahead and make an attack roll against the metal bird.
Attack roll? Just with my dex?
To grab it, yeah.
Oh, there would be like acrobatics. Or sleight of hand. Can I do sleight of hand?
Just make an attack roll.
Alright. Fuck it. Which actually, I don't even know why I'm complaining, because it's the same roll. It's +4 +8. I'm just gonna do it with my... 1 second. Just gonna do it with a dagger. It's a 13.
13, yeah, you're able to catch it, no problem.
Grab it out of the air. What are you doing? What is this?
It's still trying to flap its wings like it's flying.
Why are you trying to attack us? I put it close to my face, but not close enough for it to peck my eye out.
It
What are you
doesn't
doing?
appear to be sentient.
Does it have the same mark? Can I see if I can see the same mark as the gear had?
Yeah,
Does
it's
it?
it's featured prominently on its breast.
Oh.
Breath.
Yep, never ends. Okay, I'm going to take it with me into the... Oh, I guess it's not my turn, so...
Yeah, up next is
But I'm holding it.
Varroth.
Alright, I'm gonna make a perception check to see if I can spot anybody that's specifically watching this go down. Like in the crowd. Like if somebody set this off as like a test or a trap or whatever.
Yeah, it's pretty busy out. You can go ahead and make a perception check.
17.
17. There are several people just like watching, like, that's weird metal bird. There's a guy on the roof.
But nobody that's like watching it with like more interest than normal.
You see one of the priests actually, who was tending to the grounds of the temple, just kind of look up and looks like a bronze dragonborn, and then looks over toward look over towards you and just say, "I'm sorry, was Nim giving you any trouble?"
Who?
I'm assuming you mean your bird?
He made another. All right. Well, she this dragonborn approaches and she says, we have a Nimblewright named Nim who's been making little mechanical contraptions.
The symbol here. Varroth, do you have that gear?
Yeah, I'll take it out. Let me whip this thing out.
Do you recognize what this would be a part of?
Are you asking Dragonborn?
Yes.
She says, "Hey, that looks like it came off one of our Nimblewrights."
Wait, the Nimblewrights are automatons that are creating other automatons?
No, we make them here.
Oh.
Nim, the one that we keep in the temple. He's just been making little mechanical creatures.
I see.
So you have an automaton making like this bird.
And so far, all he's made is a couple of birds.
Huh.
I am making eye emojis at Varroth, and this bronze dragonborn. I'm like, holy dragon people. Just like, I'm not saying anything, but like eye emojis in the background.
Are you okay?
So is Ilphelodel assuming I'm attracted just because I'm a dragonborn?
What?
No, because you're a dragonborn and you're holy and you're metallic.
Fair.
Okay. Just making sure it's not just because I'm dragonborn.
No.
I thought he was telling you to work your dragonborn like magic on her and get some information out.
Oh yes, the guy that spent the last decade out in the wilderness on his own. I'm great with women.
Hey man, don't doubt yourself.
This gear, what the automaton it came from? What are they capable of?
We just use them here as servants.
So they can't make decisions on their own.
Well, they can.
Would one be capable of, say,
Murder?
throwing a fire?
Murder?
Would one be capable of throwing a necklace of fireballs into the middle of a street, killing 2 men?
That seems strangely specific.
Yes.
But also, I feel like there's a lot of things that are be able to do that.
But are they?
I'm not here. I'm just saying stuff. Jack.
Would you like to meet him and talk to him yourself?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, let's talk to him.
All right, well, follow me. And she'll lead you inside the temple. You guys, the main hall holds 24 marble pedestals. Each one bears a prize-winning invention or miniature model of some other extraordinary creation.
Real quick, before we get too far in, I do like a flick of the wrist. I don't know if you guys watch Supernatural. I do a flick of the wrist, and my sword falls out surreptitiously, and I just put it into my belt.
Okay.
Because it was not summoned before. That's how Jack summons his stuff. He does it like they do the daggers in Supernatural.
Opulence. He has it.
I just like doing it specific ways, and I like to be stealthy about it.
Among the displays that are here, several stand out, including a 4-foot-tall working model of a clock tower that rings at the top of every hour. You see it's made of wood, iron, bronze, and glass with brass bells and delicate hands formed from solid gold. You see a miniature model of a mechanical dragon turtle that has a brass plate affixed to its pedestal that reads Big Belchy, sank in Deepwater Harbor on the Day of Wonders in 1363 DR.
Are there any signs that say no touching?
Yes.
I
Several.
will probably touch at least the dragon turtle.
You were like, whoa! And then we were like, whoa! And then you were like,
The Dragonborn priest says, she turns around and she says, don't touch anything.
I smack Jack's hand. That means you.
Do I accidentally snap its head off and have to like pocket it surreptitiously?
No,
Aww.
thankfully. You pass by a miniature model of a red submarine shaped like a manta ray that has a brass plate affixed to its pedestal that reads, The Scarlet Marpenoth Lantanese Submersible launched in 1489 DR.
The what?
The Scarlet
what?
Marpenoth.
Do we
you
run
make that
across
word
the
up?
very model of a modern major general?
Oh god. A modern major Moppernoth?
I was going with
Yes.
Scarlet Pumpernickel, but
Yes, I just
I'm
made
not
a
there,
fucking
so I can't make
Guildenstern
these jokes.
reference.
Okay. So
I will point out that Marpenoth is the Forgotten Realms equivalent to October.
oh,
It's a hunt.
fuck off.
It's a hunt for the Red October reference.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I had a viral tweet about it last year.
Terrible.
Um,
That's terrible.
Chris Perkins retweeted it himself, and that's what made it get a ton of likes.
Hooray.
now we gotta find some way to connect that to like down Periscope. I feel that's more up our style.
Kelsey Grammer is now in our game.
He is one of the gods,
Um,
and you can't tell me otherwise.
Kelsey Grammer, Bruce Campbell, Tom Arnold. Oh no, I'm thinking McHale's Navy.
The Dragonborn Priestess leads you up a spiral staircase to an attic, and she knocks on the door and she says, "Nim, would you open up?" And then several moments pass and nothing happens. And she just says, "New lock on the door? What the hell is going on here?
Would you like me to deal with that?
Do you have thieves' tools?"
I have leg power if that doesn't work.
I have
Actually, she would say, "Do you have a lockpick?"
I have a way to unlock a door. And I look at her very carefully, as in like, shut the fuck up. I would say that, but
I have dabbled in things that let me.
I'm gonna pick the door.
Yeah, go ahead and make that dexterity check.
How do I actually do that in this game?
Also, Sonia, you're still on the roof. You saw the thing go
Yeah.
through a secret hatch.
Well, if we're out of combat, I followed it through the hatch. Like, can we just say that? we're
yeah,
out of
so you're
combat.
invisible in the attic.
Yeah, I'm following him, but like I'm letting you guys do your whole thing. You know,
Wait, so
because I
she's-
figure my whole thing's gonna be a thing, right?
Well, it sounds like you're in the room we're trying to unlock the door to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can actually hear them
that's a
speaking
fort.
outside the door.
That's a 14. Lockpick,
That
by the way.
that does not unlock the door.
Can I try again?
You know, at some point your lockpicks have to break, I feel like.
Well, yeah, but damn. All right, Varroth, use your lockpick.
I'm not.
Bam!
I
You know,
would
you're
prefer. I would prefer if you didn't destroy the door.
Well, natural 20.
You can't stop me.
I would prefer if you didn't. Bam!
Now wait, am I literally on the other side of the door they're trying to get to?
Yeah.
Can I just open the door as soon as he tries to?
You don't.
Yes. This is great.
Just
As soon as he
No,
opens.
no,
the
no,
door.
no, 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 no. To make this funnier, I'm going to do the cartoon shoulder rush.
Yep. And then as soon as the door opens, you collide with Sonia.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Son.
Fucking Three Stooges bullshit.
So
Oh my
so I don't drop. I just feel myself hit something, and I'm assuming Sonia goes flying.
Yeah.
It's fucking John Cena's shoulder tackle shit.
Sonia, as soon as this happens, you become visible again.
Oh shit! Sorry.
If I had nuts, they'd be dead. Cool.
What?
I'll turn to Valletta and just say we're professionals. Don't worry.
You know what? We're professionals.
That's the scary part.
Valletta just kind of shakes her head and just says, "Where's Nim?" And then you actually see the Nimblewrights just kind of emerge from a pile of clothing just in the corner of the attic,
That's weird.
and it just walks over towards you and just says, they're just shrugs.
I will pull out the gear. Is this one of yours?
Nim looks at it and just sort of nods its head.
Okay,
Why'd you try to?
hold on.
Hang on.
Hold on. Let me specify. Is it one of your gears from something you made, or is it one of your gears as in it came off of you?
He
Nod once for yes and two for no.
Yeah.
And
Hold up.
nod once for answer one and two for answer two.
Exactly.
I was gonna say he communicates with Valletta through a simple sign language.
Mm.
And she just says, "Yeah, he says he made another Nimblewright. What? How did you even?" And then he just kinda-
That's not what
He
I
just
wanted to
kind of
hear.
guiltily just kind of hangs his head and then turns, and you see all of this different equipment splayed out throughout the room.
Varroth, will you hand over the necklace?
Okay. Yeah. Did you give it this?
He shakes his head no.
Do you know
Who
where
did
it
you
would have
make-
gotten it?
Shakes his head no.
Where is it?
Shrugs.
Wait a minute.
Can
So,
you
oh, go ahead.
could you track something that you made or something that's similar to something that you made? Can you track other automatons somewhere?
You actually see where his eyebrows are just like strips of metal that just kind of move upward, as if he just as if that clicked something within his mechanical mind, and he holds up a finger, and then he points over to a small chest over on a table.
Yeah, one in
I'm
the pink, two in
gonna-
the sink. I gotcha.
I'm gonna run over to the fucking Jesus. I'm gonna run over to the chest.
Well, Jack's
I'm
doing
gonna
that.
saunter over to the chest.
While Jack's doing that, I'm
Sexily.
going to ask another question. Nim, is this thing dangerous?
He shakes his head no.
Are you sure about that? Because we have reason to believe it threw this necklace of fireballs at people.
It does some sign language to Valletta, and Valletta says, he says that he made it to ease his loneliness up here. But it left about a month ago, and he hasn't seen it since.
Wait a minute.
So you made a Frankenstein's bride.
He's alive?
In a
He
sense.
thinks and feels?
What are you talking about? We're like talking to it, and it's
Step-
making other things.
Okay, no.
Stat-
There's alive and then there's sentient. Is he sentient?
Man, it's real. I don't. I guess maybe. I don't
Stab-
know. It's
Stab him,
just.
see if he says ow.
It's just this robot has a feeling of loneliness. I guess. Listen,
Yeah,
I didn't write the
that's-
book.
If he has
Probably
feelings,
part of
that's implying sentience. That implies
I didn't write the book.
I
Right.
kind of dipped into like as soon as Sonia saw the robot making other robots because there was lonely. She's like, "Oh, you're alive. Okay,
Yeah,
that-
that's.
that's just that. Okay."
I mean, if it thinks and feels, that counts as life.
I would
Yeah.
qualify
my-
for
Yeah.
his life, yeah. I'm gonna open the chest. What's in the chest?
okay. Would
I mean,
this
the thing
thing
was
be like
communicating
Data?
with us.
Yeah.
Because Data's alive.
Jack, inside
Or
the
is he?
chest, you see a 1 foot long copper contraption with an umbrella like metallic protrusion.
What kinky shit is he getting up to?
Yo, what this?
Valletta takes a look at it, looks over at Nim, and Nim does some hand gestures and says, that if you hold the trigger on that, it will spin and detect other Nimblewrights.
Okay.
And when you
what's the range on it?
that we're not certain about.
I'll press and hold the button on the trigger.
The umbrella begins to spin, whir, and click, and it accelerates the closer you get to Nin. And guys, this is the steampunkiest fucking thing.
I love it.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna post a picture of the device in miscellaneous resources.
You know, it's funny
Okay.
that, you know, Ilphelodel brings up getting a gun when we're getting into steampunk shit.
See, I was thinking it more of
I
like
could
the
have
little
one.
flappy thing from what's the game? The Kojima game, Death Stranding.
Yeah,
The like flapped when one of those things was nearby. But that's just a straight up like weird umbrella. That's an umbrella with extra steps.
I love it.
and
Does it shoot stuff? Is this
no.
umbrella a gun? Is it?
No,
no,
Penguin
it's not a
umbrella.
gun.
it is not a penguin umbrella.
Okay, can I? Are we too close? Is there a way for me to whisper to the guys without like Nim or whatever the other Dragonborn chick hearing?
Valletta?
Valletta?
Not really. No, it's kind of
Uh.
close in here.
Okay, I'll just keep it to myself until we get a chance. Then I'll tell you guys
you-
my grand plan.
How many Nimblewrights are out there?
Nim was actually gifted to us from a Lantanese wizard a while ago.
Oh.
Okay, what do I know
And
what that
so
is?
then it started making at least one other Nimblewright?
And you said one committed a murder?
What we're suspecting.
She just she rubs her temples and just says, Nim, you are in very, very deep trouble.
Hey, look, if we own a tavern, if you want to stop by for a drink to forget about it.
I may have to take you up on that.
Ilphelodel immediately recognizes the similarity between her relationship with Nim and his relationship with his zombies, and just smirks.
Valletta says,
I don't think your zombies are making other zombies, though.
Can you ask you a favor? Could you look for that Nimblewright and destroy it?
I look at Nim. Does he look distraught when he says that?
A bit, yeah.
Sorry, buddy.
I don't think we can do that.
Nim, is there any chance at all this thing was acting to protect itself?
Valletta says, he says he's not sure.
Would comprehend languages let me understand sign language?
No, because this sign language is very specific between him and Valletta.
Okay, I just didn't know if maybe the other one knew it. I could understand them.
Yeah.
Okay. Nim, does the other one know how to converse? Can it write? I would like to have a conversation with them.
Gotta look up Nimblewright's stat block.
Miss Valletta, would you be
Yes?
willing to could we hire Nim on as a consultant and have him follow us around for this case so that we can get his help, because we're trying to figure out what happened and he could be a big help to us. But I don't want to say borrow because he's his own person. So is there a way we could hire him from the guild?
That's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I'm afraid he specifically can't leave the temple grounds.
Oh, that's too bad. That's too bad. That's too bad. That's too bad.
What's stopping him?
Oh, he's bound to here.
Oh, magically?
Mhm.
But the other Nimblewright wasn't?
Well, no, because it was created beyond us.
Hey guys! Hey,
Listen, it's weird.
Varroth!
Yeah,
My good friend!
it's very weird.
You're pushing that term.
Would you please take Miss Veranda? Fuck, I know you just said her name, man.
Valletta?
But
Valletta.
Valletta. And see if she can show you around the grounds so you can get a good heads up on things. Please?
Ah. My how the turntables.
I have the tables turned, yes.
I want to go approach Nim.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
I'm
interesting.
trying to get out of character. I will give you booze.
I don't think he can physically do it. I don't think he can physically leave.
Yeah, no, I don't think he can actually physically.
So even
leave.
if we
He's-
tried to sneak him out, he
No,
would
I'm
probably
gonna.
not be
I
able
got
to.
things I want to say, but I can't say it in front of her because she's
Oh.
she's gonna stop it.
Okay, can we have a moment alone with Nim to ask a few questions that might be a bit too personal?
He can't write.
Listen, I'll make it worth your while. I'll put a gold piece in her hand.
She's. I don't
This
think
is-
she doesn't seem like that kind of person. That's why I was trying to get it to be stealthy and have Varroth
Yeah,
trick her.
she just says, I don't take bribes.
It wasn't a bribe. It was a suggestion that we gave you money. For.
Okay, hold on.
It's not a bribe. I'm exchanging. I'm exchanging
It's a
commercial.
donation to the church.
We're not doing
Well, 'cause it's
anything.
services.
We're not doing anything illicit. I'm merely asking if we could talk to him in private for a moment, because there might be things he would be
Okay, hold on,
not
just a
so
sec.
welcome to talk about.
Just
with
a
you.
sec before we go any further with this inanity. Out of character, what is it
You're
you
inane.
want to say?
Can he build us another automaton that we can use to track that automaton? Because any automatons he built can clearly leave the premises, like the Sparrow.
Okay, so
But she is going to be super against that because remember, she doesn't want him making other automatons.
But
she
yeah,
will
at the
say no.
same time, I also don't think that another automaton would help us.
And also, I am super gonna try to get Nim to be our. I've adopted him.
look,
I got the child. I got the bullet.
How long?
So
how long do you think it takes?
Get him out of here.
How long do you think it takes to build an automaton?
I mean, you
I
know.
don't know.
Well, here's the
Also,
thing. What if he has other
we do have a means
automatons?
to track him.
Don't we
That's
still have
true.
the
We do
Sparrow?
have the track.
Don't
You
we
have
can
the-
always. Could he
you
fix the
ha-
Sparrow to work?
You have the Nimblewright detector.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a way to detect it. We can find it. No problem.
I'm not the only one who's seeing this, right? He's given us, like, he said, hey, you went to the workshop where they build robot people, and we're not going to get, like, a robot?
Listen,
like,
we
someone,
can always,
right?
we can
I'm
always
not
try-
crazy. This is like a...
We
We
can
can always
commission
try to
one
come
later.
back later. Yeah,
Remember, our
But
base of
also,
operations is in Waterdeep now.
we can.
Okay, you know what?
We don't have
okay.
to kidnap him.
Okay, listen, I will go along with this for
God.
now, but I want you guys to know,
Just
I want him. Like, I
Alright, we got-
get it.
I get it.
Ariel, and then we got the bullet,
Listen.
alright? I want
Okay.
Nim to be at our house.
Nick, out of character. It can't happen.
It
Don't
might.
worry.
It might, depending on
Bound.
what happens.
Yeah.
It might, depending on what happens.
As far
He's his own living sentient. I will do whatever I can to get him to our side.
listen.
I'll try to convince
Don't
him.
worry. Matt will introduce a new character soon, and you'll forget all about the robot for the new character. It's fine.
All right,
I want it now. Give it to me now, Daddy. Anyway,
Valletta says, if you can find the other Nimblewrights and destroy it, I can pay you 500 gold.
What if it's sentient too?
If it murdered someone, what does it matter?
And then it goes on.
because it
because
could be
we're not
self-defense.
Because we're not murderers.
As far as you know.
That's
As far as you know. As far as she knows.
As far as she knows, I
Self-defense
say under
is
my
not
breath.
murder.
As far as you know.
How about if we find... We'll bring it back here to discuss it further.
if you bring proof that it's destroyed, there's 500 gold in it for you.
Okay. This is the beginning of the fucking animatrix.
We don't even need.
I
we
want
don't
him
even
to be on our
fucking
side.
Need 500 gold. We're not bringing him back. We're just gonna take him with us.
Super not.
Let's go find him. So,
Like 500.
where do you? Ask Nim where you would expect us to start, because the city's a big place.
If Nim
Nim
was
has
trying to hide-
no idea.
if Nim, if you were trying to hide away from people, where would you go? What's an idea you would have? Do you have like you're like, imagine you're trying to run away, you don't want anyone to find you.
He points to the pile of clothing in the attic.
I go check the pile of clothing. Is the other robot there?
No.
Okay,
Damn.
well,
No, but
listen, it was worth a shot. Shut up.
So you tried to disguise himself as like a person, probably. I think this is what he's saying.
Okay, well,
So we
let's.
should keep an eye out for anyone who's.
Is there like
probably
a
got,
central hub of Waterdeep?
Oh, okay, that's better.
You could-
I thought
you
you were
could
gonna
s-
be like.
You could start at the yawning portal if you wanted to.
Start at the yawning portal.
Is there an underground railroad for robots? Is what I want to have.
I'm trying to wrap up the pot because we're over 2 hours.
Yeah, it's
That's
going on
fine.
11.
Let's keep going. Let's just keep
Yeah,
going.
but like at the very end, you introduced the concept of like robot revolution. I don't know what you were expecting us to do with that, man.
That's kind of a good point there.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Well, now you have the thing that detects robots.
Are we Blade Runners now?
I guess.
Wait,
Are we
does it detect
automatons?
all robots, or just
I
this
haven't
specific
seen
kind of
Blade
robot?
Runner.
He hunts robots
Well, he
that have
himself
gained
may be a-
sentience.
Well, he himself
Yes.
may be one.
So
Does it detect all robots or just this specific kind of robot?
That's a good
Probably
point.
just this specific type of robot, dude.
Would it let me find a Warforged to
I
be
mean,
fair?
it is specifically called a Nimblewright detector,
It
so
is true.
I
Yes.
think
Yeah, specifically Nimblewrights.
Well, I'm not going to
Okay.
call it a Nimblewright detector. It's now called a Nimble Rod, and you cannot stop me.
You could also just call it a fucking sonic screwdriver.
I want to approach Nim and ask him, do you dream?
Yeah, like, man, you have introduced like the most like as soon as Nim popped up, I'm sorry, DM, but like instantly for me at least, it was just this is it. You've introduced the most important thing in Sonia's life right now.
I think we finally found Jack's pet.
Dude, how cool would it be to have a robot like partner in crime, right?
Pity is just like watching through the window, just sad.
Have a robot partner in crime.
No. If we get a full-sized robot and we have Pity, they're getting white suits and they're the fucking hosts of the tavern.
All right.
And I know y'all know what reference I'm making there.
Oh my god. And that's all the time we have to this week, everyone.
That
Thank you for
is.
listening.
Next week we'll start with the Nimblewright investigation.
The inn, boss, the inn.
Alright, screw all the Ravenloft stuff. We're robot people now.
Yeah. This was a Matrix all along.
Congratulations.
God.
You've discovered the rabbit hole and just how deep it goes.
The secret that you were hiding this whole time.
Oh my god.
All right.
Yeah, we went from Van Helsing to Money Heist, back to Van Helsing. Or no, not even to. We went from Van Helsing to Money Heist to It Part 2 to Blade Runner.
We are making all kinds of genre leaps.
One hell of a. You know that we have range is what the kids call it.
Yeah, and the thing is,
Range.
it kind of makes an odd logical sense, even though it shouldn't.
See, you call
Anyway.
it range. I call it massive amounts of ADHD. Just massive amounts of it. It
It's
just
very true.
unlimited amounts.
All right. That's gonna be it for us this episode.
Is it?
Yeah, it's getting late, man. So, thank you guys so very much for listening to another episode. If you want to follow us, you can find us on Twitter at ambiguouspod. You can like us on Facebook, facebook.com/ambiguouspod. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Moral Ambiguity Podcast. You can also rate us 5 stars and leave a review on whatever podcasting platform lets you do that. Also, share the show with a friend because that's how we get more listeners.
Yeah.
If they're D&D nerds, if they watch Critical Role, High Rollers, Knights of Evening Star, send them an episode.
They're all shit compared to ours. Don't forget.
Oof.
That's not true. They're all great.
Anyway,
Yeah, no, they're all pretty much a lot better than us. But hey, we're trying.
Let the hate mail
Okay,
commence.
do you watch something that's like Critical Role, but shittier? Then you'll like us.
listen, forward all your hate mail to moralambiguitypod@gmail.com.
We're going for the hate views.
So,
To Matthew at
Yeah, I was gonna say it. Jack at.
alright, thank you guys so very much for listening. Stay safe, and we'll see you again in the next episode. Bye!
And stream Rebirth by Shadow Sense on Spotify.
Yes, stream Rebirth, my new album on Spotify. Bye!